Hello and welcome to another LEGO Harry Potter set review. Today we're taking a look at set 76395, Hogwarts First Flying Lesson. Now, as you can see on the box, this is another one of the LEGO 20 Years of Harry Potter sets, and as such comes with a golden anniversary minifigure and does fit with the other modular Hogwarts sets that have come out this year. Unfortunately, I've taken those sets apart and I'm incorporating them into my mock Hogwarts, but you can see the reviews that I did on them in the playlist here. Okay, I'm going to get this built up, but before I do, I just wanted to quickly mention that I am now an Amazon affiliate or associate. All that means is that there is a link in the description of this video, and if you click on that, it will take you, or should do, to this set on Amazon, and then you can either buy that set or anything else on Amazon, and I may earn a small amount of commission. It costs nothing to you, and I think it might be a good way to hopefully support the channel and ensure that I can keep bringing you videos as often as possible. Okay, I'm going to get on build this, and then we'll take a look. Let's jump straight in with the minifigs. Here are the two students that come in the set. We've got Draco Malfoy and Neville Longbottom. They're both made of pre-existing pieces, so nothing particularly new there for their uniforms and faces and so on. They both come with broomsticks. Draco has got a black one and Neville has a dark brown one, and Neville also comes with a printed Remember All. Now this is very accurate to the scene and comes with two different prints on each side. We've got one with the smoke inside being red, and then on the other side the smoke is clear. This is a nice little print, and it's a great update to the one that came in a very early Harry Potter set, although it used a very similar idea. And here we have our Professor minifigures. Obviously Quirrell on the left is in gold, as he's one of the 20th anniversary figures. Maybe a slightly strange inclusion in this set, but it is based on the Philosopher's Stone, which is obviously the only story he appears in. He is identical to the minifigure that came out in the Great Hall set in 2018. And then on the right we have got our Madam Hooch. Now, this is a minifigure that has not come out in an official set, apart from the special Bricktober pack in the more modern wave, so it's great to have her. She uses that spiky hairpiece, which I think is perfect. She also comes with a reddish-brown broom. The printing on her looks fantastic. It's got printing for those sort of dungarees type boiler suit thing, along with her tie underneath. You can see her golden whistle. And I will just spin both of these around. You can see Quirrell's printing on the back of his torso. They both also have alternate faces. In Quirrell's case, it is Voldemort on the back of his head, as you can see with a slightly shinier gold print, and Madam Hooch has a pair of goggles there. I'll just pop her hairpiece back on so you can see how that's all framed up. There we go, that looks great. And she also has a small amount of printing on the back of her torso. Don't know if you can see that properly, it's just printed black so that it matches her arms. There's technically a fifth minifig in this set. This one represents a statue. It's the statue that the bludger flies over when Harry's doing his Quidditch training, and I think it may also be the same one that Neville gets stuck on with the crossed swords. It's just made of plain unprinted pieces, but it's nice to get, and I think technically counts as a minifigure. Okay, that's all of the figures out of the way. Let's take a look at the build. This isn't the most exciting build in the world. That's not to say that it's bad. It's just a very simple structure. It consists of three different sections. We've got these two sort of towers on the side with a bit in the middle. These can detach using the same Technic pins and bricks that the other sets in this wave, and indeed all the waves since 2018 use. So you can see you've got three sections there. In addition to that, these roofs come off here, and these are part of the modular system. As I mentioned, I have taken apart the other three sets that I've got, which also fit with this one, so I can't show you them together. However, some other creators have done so I'm sure if you search for it, you'll be able to find them. As you can see, these sections all come with these transclear bar pieces, along with one of these minifigure stands that was introduced in the DC collectible minifigures range. That's so you can pose figures while they're flying around on their broom. So I'll just pop Malfoy on there, and you can see that just holds him up. Obviously, you're not fooling anyone with this transclear piece, but it's kind of accepted that that is what constitutes someone who's flying. The two on the roof sections here and here are just clipped in with a single clip there, so they can go up and down. And then the one down here is slightly more complicated. I'll just put Draco on there. Obviously you can see it's the same, but the connection actually goes through the wall here. So you've got a small lever that you can move up and down like that. It's not got a huge range of motion, but it's a nice additional feature which you can manipulate from behind the wall to give a little bit of action to the scene. There's some nice detailing on the outside of these sections in the form of stickers on the pentagonal Nexo Knights shields. There's one for each house. Slightly disappointing that the Hufflepuff one didn't come in yellow, but black is, I suppose, a suitable alternative for the house colours. They are all stickers, as are most of the decorations in this set, but I can't really begrudge them that too much. The spent sticker sheet is only this big. I'll show you where that 5th sticker goes in a second. Right, rotating everything around. You can see there's not a huge amount of detail inside, although they've tried to squeeze in as much as possible. We will start with this section. The 2 tower sections are 1 module in size, so that means they're 8x8 studs. This uses yet another one of those grill pieces here, so there's not a lot of space to pose minifigures inside, but there is enough space for this empty barrel, which sits on the side just there, and also this crate, which does have some things in it. Opening it up, we can see it's got everything you need for a Quidditch game. We've got a beater's bat just here, just a very simple 2-piece construction. Also got 2 things which I think are supposed to be bludgers. They're just stacked 1x1 round plates. A Technic ball joint, which is representing the quaffle, and also one of the golden snitch pieces. This is a lovely little piece. It's come in not very many sets so far, and it's really nice to get another one of those. There's not much else to say about this section in particular, apart from the fact that this is where that statue is sitting on the top just there. Just has a small pedestal made out of a few pieces, and there's another one of those grey grill pieces, or not grey, one of those tan grill pieces I should say, which comes off again. Just has some small battlement-like elements on the top. Over to the other tower, it's built almost identically apart from what's inside. This is a little bit more interesting as it's a trophy cabinet, which can come out fairly easily as it's only attached by 2 studs. You can see it a little bit closer. There's that 5th sticker on the side there, which is the shield with James Potter's name on it. I've got an earlier version of the same idea in my trophy room, which came in an earlier Hogwarts set, so I may well swap those out. I've got a trophy here, which is interestingly just loose inside the cabinet, but held in with some panels and bricks. Then on top, we've got a goblet, a micro figure in gold. This here, actually, which I'm not sure if it's meant to be a trophy or something. It's actually a paddle from one of the Lego City lines. And then over here, we've got another one of those Technic ball joints representing another quaffle underneath a glass dome just there. So that's an interesting little build. The windows, incidentally, are the 3 wide ones, which are still relatively uncommon. And that just sits in there neatly. The top is built exactly the same again. It's just another one of those 8x8 grill pieces. And finally, we come to the centre door section. This is a lot simpler and also quite a bit narrower. It doesn't really fit into the modular system, although you can pop it next to them using the Technic pins there. There really isn't any inside to have details on, although there is a small walkway up the top, which has a single lantern, just one of the newer lantern pieces in black with a trans yellow cylinder inside. There is another lantern, which is actually on the outside. I mentioned previously in a Hogwarts update that I'd seen this idea for a lantern and copied it for my Grand Staircase Tower. It's very simple construction. It's just the lantern upside down, which then has one of these black arrow or harpoon pieces down through the middle, and then a small train wheel around the top. That train wheel, incidentally, is slightly loose, but it just stays on through gravity there. Obviously, it's just clipped on, so it is posable. And that about rounds out the build for the set. Of course, being a 20th anniversary set, we do get some collectible chocolate frog cards, and thankfully I didn't get any doubles this time. I got 2 brand new cards. So here we have Severus Snape, and we also have, looking kind of similar, Nicholas Flamel. So this is great to get. Obviously it's a bit of a lottery what you do get, and I know there are people out there who are happy to swap so that everybody can have a full collection. Finally, these are the spare pieces for the set. It's exactly what you would expect, spares of smaller pieces, but we also get obviously the spare wands on sprues, and we do get a spare of that golden statuette or microfigure, a spare sword, and a spare minifigure stand, which is nice to get. Slightly sad that we didn't get a spare golden snitch, but I think that is consistent with what's been packaged in the past. So there we go. That was set 76395, Hogwarts First Flying Lesson. What do I think overall? I think this is a pretty decent set. It retails here in the UK for £27.99. I used some LEGO VIP points to knock some money off it, so I only ended up paying £15 for it. At that value, I think it was very good. I'm not sure if it's worth the full price, purely because it's quite a small set that you get, although with technically 5 minifigures, it's not too bad. Those people who want to collect all of the LEGO sets will definitely want to add this to their collection. At the moment, it seems to be only available at lego.com, but there is also an Amazon listing, which is what I have linked down below with my Amazon affiliate link, so if you did want to buy it that way, then feel free to, although if you do click on it and want to buy something else, you can also do that. Right, thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed reviewing this set, and it's got some great minifigures to add to my collection. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like down below, leave a comment, and I'll try my best to reply to it. And if you want to see more, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.